Peace and blessings to the chosen. Shalom. First and foremost, all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim pushing his truth with sincerity and charity. I'm the brother Elad, and I looked up this thing because I heard of it before, and it was funny to me. Right? It's the big Satan and the little Satan, and it's coming from 1979. Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, if I pronounced it right, from the Islamic Revolution. And he's he was on to something, he was pretty close, I guess you could say. And I think it's funny to call it that. That's pretty interesting, and I might use it. So I want to break down the Satans, and that's what this video is about. So first, we'll start off with the spiritual Satan, which is the one in Job 1, Job 2, verses 1 through 2 that I have here, when it talks about how Shaitan came up to the Lord in the heavens, in the spirit world, basically, because it's more than one heaven. These idiot Christians don't comprehend that. The foolish Christians, they don't understand that there's more than one heaven. So it says that he was numbered amongst the sons of God. So that he's a spiritual angel, basically. So 1 Corinthians 15:40, there are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one and the glory of the terrestrial is another. So yes, there is a spirit, an angelic or an angel named Satan. Yes, that's true. And he never was kicked out of heaven. That's fallacy and mad false doctrine spreaded by the earthly Satan, right? And we're gonna get into the earthly Satan, but so earthly Satan is Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, self-proclaimed. And the Lord got something in store for him. He got a bug to pick with Esau Edom, a bone to pick. You know what I'm trying to say. The Lord has an issue, a very big problem with Esau Edom. Isaiah 34:5. My sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. And that hasn't happened yet. Those missiles haven't went through the air, right? And it says sword bathed in heaven. A sword bathed in heaven is representing those weapons, which are, you can call a weapon a sword, a gun, a missile, a weapon, a form of harm, malice, or evil. A sword bathing in heaven is flying through the skies. That first heaven that you see, the firmament, the heavens, right, that you see, and it's going to be moving around and about in the air. That didn't happen yet when the missiles started flying and creating big explosions, like the prophets Zechariah and Isaiah they prophesied about a certain pestilence that would burn your flesh while you stood all the way to the bones, to burn your eyes and your sockets. This didn't happen yet, so it's to come. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of the rams. For the Lord had a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And that Idumea is Edom. That Bozrah it's an Edomite stronghold. Any kind of city, fortress, any big place where Edom is settled, the Lord is going to visit that place with fire, nuclear destruction, a fire from the chariots. He's going to visit that place. So nuclear destruction was prophesied long ago in the times of Isaiah and Zechariah in their books. It hasn't happened yet. The war in heaven has not happened yet, showing you that the spiritual Satan was never kicked out of a spiritual heaven. The war in heavens is going to be what I'm talking about here in Revelation 12:9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And that angels can be a messenger right? So all the people that falsely deceive were his angels. His media was his angels, his messengers. But the angels can also be his F-22s, his jets, his Apache helicopters, his cruise missiles, anything that flies into heaven that's going to try to make war with the Lord's heavenly army in the heavens, which are the chariots. And they're going to try to fight back. The Lord will return to destroy the Satans and the Idumea, because the spiritual Shaitan is actually, he's still an angel. He's righteously on the left hand side of the Most High, which is named Yahweh, and his son, the son of the Most High, the Father, seated on the right side, whose name is Yahweh Shai. Not Jesus, the world ignorantly calls it, but the that war in the heavens is the U.S. and its allies trying to use their aircrafts to fight the Lord's aircrafts, or spacecrafts rather, the Lord's chariots, and this Edom is not going to win, basically. So the USA, which the AI called it the Great Satan, is Mystery Babylon, Rome 2.0, Sodom and Egypt. This is that place, because Matthew 12:26 says, if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? So that shows you that it's talking about the Satan on earth, because there are no devils and demons and spirits trying to fight each other. That's not scriptural. Like I said, heaven is in ordered. As far as the spirit world is in ordered, they're all in order. There are no ain't Gabriel and Michael ain't trying to fight each other. Raphael and Satan ain't trying to go tick for tat with each other, as far as fighting. It's as it is in heaven on earth. So when you pray that as it is in heaven on earth in the Father's prayer, we're praying that the Lord return and establish the order of heaven on earth, because it's order in the spirit world, and it tells you that there's definitely more than one heaven. Okay, the stupid Christians, third heaven is right there in Corinthians. Right there in Corinthians, it said one caught up to the third heaven. There's the heavens, this is the skies that you can see. Then there's the other two heavens, and one of them is the spirit world. Okay, this is Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. So these, as you can see, the emojis, the little hats, the small hats, the 1948ers, the settlers, that the AI calls little Satan. They are that synagogue of Satan that are pretending to be descendants of Israel, or Yasharallah, better to say. They're pretending to be the true Israelites, the biblical Israelites, but the true biblical Israelites have been scattered and are found mostly among the so-called blacks, natives, and Latinos. And then there are the scattered that are speckled birds that among the heathen that look like the other nations. But the true Israelites are primarily among the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians, American Indians. And they have pretended to be us. They have pretended to be the people, because they've taken the land, they've taken the books, they've taken the language and added Yiddish to it. But Ezekiel talks about how they taken the land. He talks about how they what's it say? Aha. Though we have the high places in possession. He talks about that in Ezekiel. Right, in Ezekiel 36. Yeah, they took the land. They swallowed up the land. They swallowed up uh, our name. They what they put the true name of Yahshua Allah out to make us seem as though we are no people, as though we don't exist, and they sit in the stead thereof. But this is Numbers 24:20, and when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. And who is the first of the nations? Who owns all the banks? Who owns the companies? Who owns all the businesses? It is the small hats. It is Amalek. He's sitting first in the seat. He gets the first and the best. And hey, it's evident. You speak anything against him, this video right here could be taken down. I wouldn't be surprised, because you've spoken against him. Nevertheless, hopefully this was edifying. All praise going on to Yahweh Shai. Shalom.